Hello everyone. In this video we will see how to create a constructor in Otcl. So first of all we have to create our class. So in Otcl, in order to create a class we need to use class keyword where C is capital, and let's create a class for account. So this command will create a class account. Now let's say we want to create a constructor. So for constructor we need to define a function with name in it. So how to define a function in Otcl? We need to use class name, then we have to use instproc, which stands for instance procedure, and then name of the function will be init. So this function actually will be treated as a constructor for this class. So in case if you want to pass any argument in this constructor, you can specify here. We are going to write a default constructor, a non-parameterized constructor, and in this constructor let's say assign some value, some attribute value to this class object. So whenever we will create object of this class, constructor will get called automatically. And let's assume this class we want to attach account ID and balance. These two attributes we want to initialize. So first line we have to specify what attribute we are going to use. So there is a command inst where. So this self actually representing the current object who is invoking this constructor inst where, and let's say ACID and balance, and here we will set the value of ACID, make it 0, and balance let's say 1000. Okay, now we want to see whether this constructor will be called automatically or not. So we are going to create a object. So how to create a object? Class name and then any object name. So let's say we are going to take a object with name X. So I want to see whether this X is having two attributes with value 0 and 1000 or not. So I will try to print value of this object X. So if we want to fetch any attributes value for this object X, what we have to write? Object name, set command, attribute value which we want to print. So these bracket actually replace this command by its output, and let's print balance value as well. Okay, so we have saved this file, and now if you have ns2 in your machine, so what you have to do, ns command, my file is on desktop and I'm already in desktop directory, ns space file name. So if you can see, it has printed 0 and 1000. So it means we just created an object. That object creation actually automatically invoke constructor, and constructor initialize two attribute by value 0 and 1000. In next tutorial we will see how to create a destructor for a class. Thank you very much.